I never thought I'd have to say these words, but my mother-in-law tried to steal my baby, and she used a doll to do it. My name is Emily. I'm 28, from a quiet suburb in Ohio. 3 weeks ago, I gave birth to my beautiful daughter, Sophia Grace. She was perfect, tiny fingers, soft dark hair just like her daddy's, and the sweetest little cry that melted my heart every single time. My husband, Ryan, and I were exhausted but so in love. His mom, Diane, had been staying with us to help. At first, I thought it was sweet. She cooked meals, folded tiny onuses, and kept saying how Sophia looked exactly like Ryan did as a baby. But something felt off. Diane is 62, retired, and she's always been intense about family. She never really liked that Ryan married me. She wanted him with someone from their old church circle. But once Sophia arrived, she became obsessed. She'd stare at the baby for hours, whispering things like my little angel is finally home. I brushed it off as grandma love. Big mistake. It was a Tuesday afternoon. Sophia had been fussy all night, so I was running on fumes. Ryan was at work, and Diane insisted I take a nap. Go rest, honey. I've raised 3 kids. I've got this. I was so tired I didn't even argue. I kissed Sophia's warm little forehead, laid her in the bassinet next to our bed, and crashed for what I thought would be 20 minutes. Pause. Music shifts to slightly uneasy tone. I woke up to silence. No breathing sounds. No little grunts. Nothing. My eyes fluttered open and the first thing I saw was the bassinet. My hand reached in automatically, like it had 1,000 times in the last 3 weeks. Instead of soft, warm skin, my fingers hit cold, hard plastic. I bolted upright. Staring back at me was a life-sized silicone doll. Perfectly painted eyes that didn't blink. A frozen half-smile. Fake hair. It was wearing the exact same pink onesie Sophia had on when I fell asleep. My heart stopped. I screamed. I tore the blankets off the bassinet, flipped the pillow, looked under the bed, nothing. My real baby was gone. And then I heard it. Soft humming coming from the living room. I ran downstairs on shaking legs. There was Diane, sitting in the rocking chair, cradling my actual daughter, Sophia, like nothing was wrong. She looked up at me with this calm, almost serene smile and said, "Oh, you're awake. Good. I was just testing you." Testing me? I could barely breathe. What did you do? Give me my baby right now. She rocked slowly and stroked Sophia's cheek. I replaced her with one of my reborn dolls. A really good one, custom made. I wanted to see if you'd notice. A real mother should sense when something's wrong with her child, even in her sleep. You failed, Emily. You slept right through it. I felt like I was going to throw up. She kept talking, so casually it made my skin crawl. You young moms today are so distracted. Phones, naps, always tired. Back in my day, we never let our babies out of our sight. I did this for your own good, and for Sophia's. I need to know she's safe with you. If you can't even protect her for 20 minutes, maybe she'd be better off with someone who can. Music builds tension. I was shaking so hard I could barely stand. I lunged forward and snatched Sophia from her arms. My baby started crying, that real, alive, desperate cry, and it was the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. Diane didn't even flinch. She just looked disappointed and said, "See? Now she's upset because you scared her." This is exactly what I was talking about. I backed away, clutching Sophia to my chest, and locked myself in the bathroom. With one hand I called Ryan. With the other I started recording on my phone, just in case. When Ryan got home 20 minutes later, he found me still hiding, rocking Sophia, tears streaming down my face. His mom was calmly folding laundry like she hadn't just committed the most deranged atrocity imaginable. At first, Ryan didn't believe me. "Mom, tell me she's exaggerating." But then I showed him the doll still sitting in the bassinet upstairs. And the baby monitor footage. Yes, I had the footage. Pause for dramatic effect. The camera caught everything. Diane quietly lifting Sophia out of the bassinet while I slept. Tucking the silicone doll in her place. Adjusting the blanket so it looked realistic. Then walking out of the room carrying my real baby like it was the most normal thing in the world. Ryan's face went white. He finally saw it. That night we told her she had to leave immediately. She cried, she begged, she said we were overreacting and that a family protects family. She even tried to guilt Ryan. I only did it because I love that baby more than you two realize. We changed the locks the next day. But here's what keeps me up at night. Diane still has a key to our garage from before. She's been sending texts saying she forgives us, and that she'll be back to check on her granddaughter soon. She's joined every local grandma Facebook group and started posting pictures of that creepy reborn doll, calling it my precious Sophia. I check the baby monitor obsessively now. Every noise makes me jump. I barely sleep. I keep Sophia's bassinet right next to me, and I've installed extra cameras. My friends tell me I should call the police, file a report, maybe even get a restraining order. But Ryan is torn. It's his mom. He keeps saying, she's just lonely and a little crazy about babies. She'd never actually hurt Sophia. But I saw the look in her eyes when she was holding my daughter. She didn't see Sophia as my child. She saw her as hers. Music swells emotionally. If you're a new mom, or you have a difficult mother-in-law, please hear me. Trust your gut. Don't ignore the red flags, no matter how helpful they seem. Check your baby monitors right now. Make sure the person watching your child actually sees them as a person, not a doll they can replace whenever they feel like testing you. This nightmare taught me one brutal truth. Sometimes the person who should love your baby the most is the one you have to protect them from. Soft pause. If something like this has ever happened to you, or if you're dealing with an overstepping in-law right now, drop a comment. You're not alone. And if you're watching with your little one sleeping nearby, hug them a little tighter tonight. Thanks for listening to my story. Please like, share, and subscribe if you want more real mom stories that no one talks about. Stay safe out there.